Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I wanted to answer the question, what is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? This video is aimed at people who know nothing about Ocarina of Time but have always been curious. In the background of the video I'm going to be showing the trailer for the 3DS version of the game. Now this game originally came out in November 1998 on the Nintendo 64. Development of the game started in 1995, so we're talking way back. Maybe even before some of the viewers watching this video were even born. Now, basically, this game, the reason why it has such a reputation, and people and most gamers who played it at the time love this game so much, is because really, with all the gameplay mechanics introduced in the game and the exploring and so on, it was, in my opinion, 20 years ahead of its time. It introduced so many new ideas that even until today, different games are trying to copy on the success of what was introduced in Ocarina of Time. Now, since then, I have played many other Zelda games. I've played Wind Waker, I played Skyward Sword, I played Breath of the Wild, and so on. But this game still stands out for me as the greatest Zelda game of all time. And it is my favorite game of all time, full stop. I like it more than even Final Fantasy games. I like it more than any franchise, is this game specifically. Now, the reason why that I like it so much is because the everything you're doing, essentially, as per typical of the Zelda game, is to save Zelda and to save the Kingdom of Hyrule. But along the way, there are twists and turns, and there's a lot of exploration. It takes you to a whole variety of different areas, and it really introduced the idea, not really open world, but big, expansive 3D world that you could explore with your horse to get from one place to the other. And there was always hidden secrets along the way, and so on. Now, I won't go too much into the story of the game, but what I'm going to do, as per always with this What Is series, I'm going to link in the description to the official website, to the Wikipedia page, and any interesting videos along the way. I'll also be updating over time. If I find anything, other interesting things about it, I will also update the description and link to it. Now, this game as well, I have been desperately hoping and praying that Nintendo will release a remaster or remake of this game on the Nintendo Switch. Because I promise you, if this game comes out on Nintendo Switch, and I am still doing this, I will do a full playthrough of the game. I'll even collect all the 100 sculptures, the hidden secrets in the game, everything. Because it really was the defining game for all of gaming for me in my youth. And like I said, I still remember it until now. So now, when it comes to a game like this, which has got such a high expectation, the problem is it's easy for me to oversell it. So all I will say to you is basically this game was at the time, back in 1998, was basically one of the best games ever, and it still is. Some people still regard Ocarina of Time the best game ever made. And I remember at the time, to give you some insight, is that my I couldn't afford to buy it because I mean I was 12, I didn't have any money, but my friend was trying to buy it, and he was calling around all these different shops saying, "Can I get it? Can I get it?" And basically they laughed at him, almost literally, like it was sold out. It was basically impossible to get if you didn't pre-order. I always used to dream as well of having the gold, like collector's edition cartridge of the game. And I sometimes I browse on eBay and I see that some people sell them, but obviously for hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Now, also as well with this game is that the Nintendo 64, I really do believe, is one of the best consoles of all time, because you had Mario 64, which defined platforming for the 3D space, which like elevated Mario from a 2D game to a 3D game successfully. You also had GoldenEye 64, which people still speedrun until today. The generation Nintendo 64 was unbelievable, and then this was, in my opinion, the best game on it. So it's like the best of the best. This game. So along the way, basically, guys, you also receive a ocarina, and you can learn different melodies and songs which you need to progress throughout the game. And those tunes, like Zelda's Lullaby and the Epona song and all these other songs, the Song of Storms and so on, they still like echo in my brain, you know, like if I want to sound poetic. So, and I think I'm sure it does for a lot of other people. The music was fantastic. Everything about this game is fantastic. Graphics at the time was amazing. Music was amazing. Gameplay was amazing. Everything was amazing. So it would be regarded as a 10 out of 10 game. Obviously, by today's standards, obviously, the graphics, you know, they're aged. But even then, considering how old this game is, the graphics are not that bad. So if this was, for example, a mobile game, the graphics would actually be pretty good. So yeah. So what can I say, guys? I could not carry on this What Is series without mentioning what is my favorite game of all time, which is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I had to make this video, um, and we will see in the future if Nintendo ever do anything else with this game, if they remake it or remaster it for Nintendo 64, for the Nintendo Switch, because that would be my absolute dream. So, as I say, guys, I'm going to link as much useful information in the description down below. If you weren't even alive at the time when this game came out, know that this game exists. Know what potentially you're in for if you ever play this game, if you find a way to play it. And like, I cannot emphasize enough how great this game is at the time. Just remember its age and remember what it was like for us as gamers back in the late 90s, to suddenly have a game like this like in front of us. Okay, guys, so that's all I can say. I'll probably regret what I've said in this video. I want to say a hell of a lot more later, but for now that will do. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there, and you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.